Welcome to MeatballCraft, episode 50. Today, we've got quite a bit to be getting on with, so we can start progressing through chapter 8. So now that the nanobot tangent is out of the way, it's time to make the gravitational collapser. And for this, we need collapser casing, collapser conduits, and gravity inverters, as well as a negative exotic body. I think this should be pretty fine. We just need to get some more refined gems. Oh, I can actually make that one. Oh, I can make them all in a Dragonfire Crucible with Twilight Fire. Well, that's interesting and probably the way we should automate that. So we'll look into that. I need to make Twilight Fire, but we can now make that since we've been to Vethia, so that should all be fine. I assume we get more depending on the gem. Yes. So these are quite complicated recipes. I have programmed the main ones into the ME system, so just these three. I'll go through them and see what we need. We actually need to know how to make the Torturino. Oh, that's interesting. So this I think was going to take us a little bit of time. I think to start with I will work on getting the ability to craft the refined gems. So we need another crucible, a Dragonfire Crucible, and another Dragonfire Forge. That will be our starting point. Over here I've just set up a new set of Dragonfire Crucibles. I just copied and pasted that one over here. This top one obviously makes the Twilight Fire. I haven't automated it quite yet. I've just been putting some of the lumps in. I think I put in a stack of Helios lumps, but I could just put a bunch of these in really. Should fill up a bit. Obviously the bigger lump, the more Twilight Fire you get, and then this is just set up for auto crafting. So if I get maybe a refined gem, maybe do 32 of these ones, it should work. So should be getting them in here. Yep, and it's going through. It's working completely perfectly, and then it goes straight back into the system. So that's one thing automated, which I think is probably going to be very useful in the future. While being far from probably the most efficient method, I have set up the meteoric befaller just for now to use a cosmic fabric, which will get us these cosmic fragments, and these are what we need to do to make some of the crystallized stuff more easily in MeatballCraft. So I've just set up 8 crystallizers. They're pretty slow, but again, this is pretty slow. That takes in the cosmic fragments, it makes the crystallized things that go straight back into the system, and this is probably so we can make Argonite more easily. It was one of the things that we were having problems making. We are also going to need more imperfect gems, which means more Valen whatever, or more chaotic combs and chaotic propolis, which means at least we'll get to use some of the low quality steam that we have, because it wasn't being used very much before, and we get 8 per go. I can't quite remember how much you need for all of this. It's a fair amount. I also need to make this. I've been putting it off for no particular reason. I can make it fairly easily probably now, just so we can make things more easier. However, this is going to probably cause a bit of a rabbit hole. We will need to make promethium, and the first way to do it is to craft the fluid, which is this way, and then to do that we need the extreme pressure turbine with stellar and lithium fluoride, a fair amount of it. So I need to work on that. This is also a little of an annoying machine, but I think at this stage we should be able to make it. We've made everything else that's involved in it, so it's just a process of actually getting around to doing that. So I'm going to work on the promethium just because it is going to cause a problem, and I should have set it up ages ago. I've set up the extreme pressure turbine controller. It's just a temporary setup. I think we only need it this one time. So I have melted some stellar alloy, and I've got some lithium fluoride. That's an item conduit, not a fluid conduit. There we go. So if I just chuck these in here, it should be working. Missing fluid input. Okay, there we go. And that should make us the promethium. It's 1 ingot per 1 millibucket, so I've got 144, I think. Oh, I thought the output was underneath, evidently not, so I've just made a mess. It's probably on the back, which is also not really accessible, but whatever. Yes, here it is. Yeah, promethium. So I'll just wait a bit while we get the 144 millibuckets we need, and then I think we just need to put it in an ingot former. Yeah, and we'll get our Promethean ingot. I now have my promethium, so I should be able to make this Holrom thing. Yes, there we go. So that's all we needed to be able to make the thingy mabob, which I've forgotten the name of, inert confinement reactor. So I've been just crafting the rest of the stuff, and I'll just get it built. So here is our inertial confinement reactor. I've just set it up to the auto crafting with some ender chests like usual. I've only put 1 flux plug on it. It may need more. I'm not sure. I've just put it above here because the other one's below, and this was too small and this was in the way. So it's just on top. I think that looks fine. I quite like it. So this will just make crafting the things that we need with this a lot easier. This was specifically what I was thinking of. There's lots of other things that would benefit from having that, and I should have made it earlier, but I didn't. So there we go. I'll continue working on all the other stuff that we're missing and see how it goes. Okay, so I've been trying to set something up with Thaumcraft. My biggest issue I think we're having at the moment is the fact that there's some things I just haven't automated, and that's probably going to become a problem. So one big thing is Essentia. We are constantly needing these gems all the time, and it's always becoming a bit of an issue. So I've tried to passive it. So first, let me take you downstairs. This is our Essentia smelting area. We have automated all the Essentia to be smelted. I think it's going all right, but basically all of these are smelting. I should probably put maybe some import upgrades in these, at least of the ones of the gems. That's probably sensible to put acceleration cards in. And this is all just happening below. We're taking gems or the crystals from the other system in the other tower, and they just automatically each get smelted in a Mithrilium smeltery. It's not quite working how I wanted it to. It's not filling them up evenly. That one, I think a few of them got wronged. I don't quite know how. They had like other things in, so I don't know if maybe all of them have got something odd in them. Maybe if I take this off for a second. Yeah, look, it's got some stuff stuck in it. I don't know if all of them have maybe got a bit of stuff stuck in them. I'll try and clear them out. But basically we've got this, they're all connected to import buses. There's 53 drives over here, which have all been partitioned for each of the Essentias. And then upstairs I have come up with 4 thaumatoriums to be able to produce the 4 gems automatically, and 2 of them work and 2 of them don't. So they get Essentia from this infusion provider, which is the same as a wall of jars, and that's fine. And it works for this one, and it works for this one, and it works for this one over here, but it doesn't work for this one, and it doesn't work for this one. And it's not the Essentia type because it works if I change this one to Mythos, which is this one. So I've absolutely no idea why they're not working. I've even tried putting this on this side and it still doesn't work. So I'm really completely lost why one works and one doesn't. So if I haven't figured this out soon, I would love for someone to tell me because I'm very confused. But yeah, and I'm just getting scrap from the system and turning into scrap boxes. So this is sort of almost automated, apart from the fact this doesn't work, which is really, really weird. So yeah, I'll try and clean out the system and just see if I can get things going properly again. Okay, to fix the problem, I was a bit silly. I could have just put export buses on, so I've done that. And look how fast it goes now when we have the Essentia for it. I can also switch these out to normal chests apparently. I'll probably do that later. Kind of had enough of this for now, but yeah, maybe I'll do it soon because it's going to cause lag probably. Yeah. But yeah, that's going a lot better than it was anyway. So I'm making some shafts, and this is really weird. I've got no fiery metal in here, but it kept being put into this instead of Enderium, which is really odd, and it seemed to have like copied a bunch of blocks over. I don't know, it's really weird. Maybe it's just a visual glitch or something, but oh, very strange. So one of the things I need to be able to make, I think, it's not the collapsor conduit, it's the gravity inverter. I think I'm already making the collapsor conduit, yeah. So this is how we make it, and one of the things we need are these twilight diamonds, which are carbonite surrounding a jewel of the twilight, and it says right click a twilight gem. So here it is, the twilight, or the twilight jewel I suppose. I assume it's some sort of core stone maybe, or maybe we have to open it in the twilight forest, or oh, it just spawns some big guys. Oh, well I got it. Don't know if they dropped anything else of interest. Oh yes, maybe that's something useful. Well, I'll try and collect everything. That was kind of silly of me to just do it in the ocean, but you know what I'm like. And now we can make these. I think we only need 20 of them, so that'll do us. While I'm waiting for the gravity inverters to craft, we are looking a bit ahead. We need all the cores for each of the dimensions we just went to, which is really easy. We just need a couple of pretty simple things, to be honest. We will need some combs from the bees that we collected from the places, but again, that's fine. But it's not really a problem, but what the main thing is the Naquada plates. And to get that, we need Naquada ingots, irradiated Naquada, Naquada cores, cracked Naquada, willful Naquada, which leads us to here. So I'm just going to grab the stuff we kind of need for this. I need to pop back to Vibe to get some more ichor. We need some dense solidified experience, but I think that should be easy enough. I'm going to make 8 Naquada. We only need 4 plates. I think these will have EMC, so that's fine. And then we need that because, well, first off, the black hole honey is pretty good. This means that you can have creative flight in all dimensions, which is pretty amazing. Probably means you don't need the angel ring anymore. I think, yeah. Oh, I thought we needed this. Well, that one we don't actually need anything for. That's for a Vethia wormhole, but that was soy. Yeah, so all the core stones we need. Oh, what's this going on about? Oh, I'm gonna have to blow up another reactor, I think. But yeah, basically we need all the cores just to progress. I made this. As always, there's some sort of bizarre tangents that we'll probably have to go on, as per usual. But to start with, the Naquada chunks. The gravity things crafted before I had time to finish Naquada stuff, but here we go. One gravitational collapser, and this will require power, of course. I should be able to, oh, of course, it's only on the bottom. I thought it might show on the top, but evidently not, so we'll just, where is it? Here. So we'll just chuck one of these on here, give it some power, and I don't think I actually have all the singularities for this just yet. Ooh, defined Inferium catalyst. So I don't know how many ultimate singularities we need at this point. I mean, I'd like a stack. Wouldn't that be nice, a stack? But in my head, I mean, most of it seems to be with defined. So, I mean, we need one for the Alchemia artifact. Oh, the final power flower. Yeah, we need one for the Alchemia artifact and other things. Let me look at the quest book to see kind of what's coming up next. So we've got this Infinity Furnace. Don't really know what that is, which comes... Okay, so it just needs 22 bricks. I don't think these even... Oh, confusing. Obviously, I've just got absolutely no idea what's going on. Make sure to get a woot model for each boss in Mortem with the exception of Carrot. They're going to be required in Chapter 9 for Carrot. You will still have to farm it by using a tax collector B contraption. Oh, that sounds annoying. Bosses in Mortem. I can't even remember what was in Mortem to be quite... Did we go to Mortem? In Mortem? Oh, is that why we need this? Oh, I see. We haven't been to Mortem. We made the Mortem bricks, but that was for Vethia. So we'll need, what, 3 crafts of this? Which is just still 1. Let's make, I'll see how much insanium we have. I think everything else we've got plenty of, maybe not the terra steel particularly. But we'll see. I think, yeah, there was another thing I wanted to do as well. I think we should probably, after putting off for a long time, try and get this Simpan spirit, just because it makes making Gaia spirits so much cheaper. I know we don't really have the combs, but I mean, that'll be fairly easy to sort out. We do need the Arcane prison key. I can't remember if I kept any of Pandora's boxes or not. I told myself to keep 2, but I'm unsure. Oh no, I did keep 2. So we've got these 2. I don't know what else we need for this. I know it's a stupid wolf thing. So we need, yeah, we don't have any of the combs. So that's another thing for us to do. I'm going to finish making the Naquada plates and then we can do this. And we have our Naquada plates. It was really easy. I don't really know how many to need. I don't really know how to get any more Naquada either. I don't know how much Naquada we actually need. So it's a bit confusing, but I need to work on getting these bees. Whoops, I just... I'm so bad at this. Anyway, so get the bees, then, I don't know, farm the bees. I think we'll need lots of combs. And what was the other... There's another comb, the occult combs. I think we've already got one of these bees, so that's fine. I have set up 9 bees, so we have the bees that make the occult combs and all the elemental combs, plus the 4 bees that we'll be needing to make the combs, to make other things, these helpless combs, which need to be made into dense helpless combs to be able to make the core. Because we need about 400 of them. I thought I just set them up. We've already got... Well, this is a dark cone. We've got 18 of those, and we've got 24 helpless cones, and we just needed some of these. So that means we should be able to make... Not quite. We need to make these Gaia Spirit large plates, which is going to take 16 Gaia Spirits, I think. Gaia Spirit ingots, so I'll just make them and then we should be able to make it. And there we have it, 1 Arcane prism key. I feel like we have to open this in Arcanium, but I'm not sure. All I remember is it's not good, so I might try and find like a secret place to do this in the overworld. Maybe I'll put it over here, and if we can't do it, then we'll see. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and spawn it in here. I don't think I can. No, I thought it had to be an Arcana. Okay, we're here. I've made the box. Spawning this block. It's a good thing to bring unbreakable armor. Go above Y level 30. Okay, we're not quite high enough. What if I did this and then... Oh, he's there. Hello. Why could you have not been somewhere I could have trapped you? That's a bit annoying. What if I open this and then go in? You gonna come in with me? I know this guy's really bad because I saw Lash do it and he was like, oh, I rage quit. So oh, I've trapped myself in. So he's trapped now down here. I don't know how big he is. Okay, he's very small, so that's not a good idea. That wouldn't trap him. Come back in, stupid dog. Please no. I can't get him trapped again. Oh. Okay, if he hits me, nothing bad happens. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I got Mythmanite armor and I waited so long to do this. So I should be fine, I think. I've tried the draconic mob grind, it didn't work. So hopefully I can just whack him a few times and he'll die. This was not as bad as I was expecting. I thought it would be like insta-shot even with all this OP stuff. So nice to know that I've actually outpowered this silly thing. Because I've heard bad things for ages and that's why I put this off. So that should be him. Yep, there we go. So we got it. That was it. I mean, now it's dark, but we've got it. The Sympian what's it Macaulay. So now you should be able to much more easily make Gaia spirits and Gaia spirit ingots, which is lovely. I'm so confused because Tesla kitters were like the fastest thing ever before, and now it's just like really slow, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because this is like down here, and if I moved up there it'd be faster. No, it's still really slow. That's so strange. This would normally like do it in 2 seconds. I don't quite know why it's so slow. It's actually quicker for me to just do it myself. I'm trying to get enough Inferium because we need more insanium. We've like really not doing that well on it. We've got about 3,000 and I've had it running for quite a while, so obviously I need to sort of get some of this going. It's probably a better way to do it than the way I'm doing it, to be honest, but I just wanted to get a bunch for now so you can make the first infinity catalyst. It does seem to work with the torturino, so that's good. I'm planning to set up a little thing like this, probably with some sort of pickaxe, just because I think it'll be... Oh, this one's easier to make. Oh, it costs divine stones. I'm not making that, so I'll just make a little rupee pickaxe, make it fortune, make it mine, get loads of Inferium hopefully, and yeah, it's not completely efficient, but we do what we can. So it turns out you can torturino this setup, which is quite impressive. You're getting a lot of Inferium very fast. I think everything's keeping up, yeah. So I'm gonna just run this for a little while. I don't want to leave it like this, obviously, because it looks like a crash waiting to happen, but this should increase the amount of insanium we are getting. Yeah, I mean, it's just because it's such a big process, it takes a while, but we're getting one every couple seconds, which is way better than we were. I know there's better ways to do this. There's actually a recipe for insanium, but it's just kind of annoying. You need a rainbow spawner specifically, so you need to get like... Also, it lags every time I click on that. Rainbow soul vials, it just mean having to get rainbow powered spawner, and I think they're not too bad. They just... for 5... every time, it's just going to take... I think it's just going to take a long time and not be really any very beneficial anyway. And the fruit juice you can only get through a mechanical squeezer. Sounds like it's going to be slow. So yeah, I would improve this in the future if needed. But maybe I'll make phytogenic insulators or something, but this will do for now. While I'm waiting for the insanium, I think I'm going to make all the cores. I think it should be fairly easy. We're getting the bee stuff sorted out. We've got the Naquada pates. This is super easy to make. Oh wait, never mind. We need the infinity catalyst to be able to do that. We need the infinity singularity. Well, I'll make the other I make one of each and we'll just see how it goes. You can tick accelerate the elven portal. I didn't know that, but it's quite handy when you need a lot of elementium and pixie dust. I'm going to go on a chicken tangent while we're waiting for the insanium, and that's because we need hassium, which to make the enchanted hassium that goes in the fractal thingy-mabob, we need a lava egg and a water egg, as well as a hassium egg, which it's quite easy to make that one anyway. So I've just made the water chicken, there we go, and I need the lava chicken, which is really easy to make, so I'm just going to do that. I don't think I've got these, so I just made a few roosts. And we should be fine. This is just a crafting recipe. Okay, lovely. So now we've got a lava chicken and a water chicken. I'll make the other chicken and we'll be good. And now we can make hassium, which is perfect, exactly what we wanted. After some tick acceleration and some waiting around, I was actually making notes on how to get the find, just because it'll come up in the future, and I was just curious sort of what sort of stuff we would need right now. But anyway, we are basically at the amount of insanium that we need. Woohoo, we've done it. So I just need to transfer all of this into the thing, make our singularity, and we should be able to get our infinity catalyst. So now, if I put all of these in here, this should work. Missing, there we go. Okay, it's not even too slow, so, oh, this will be good. This will be good. I think it's got 2 outputs, hasn't it? Yeah, that's annoying. In this one? Have we got it yet? It must be, oh, it's in this one. There's, oh, it's an output. Let's come out the output hole, obviously. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic. I don't know where the output is. Is it on the bottom somewhere? Yes, there we go. Here it is, the ultimate singularity. We made it. We now need to, God, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly so that we don't mess this up. Infinity catalyst, that's what we need. So 1 infinity catalyst, that's not the right crafting table. There we go, 1 infinity catalyst. Woohoo! And then I think we want to turn it to get all the cores or whatever. These ones, we want to turn it into a infinity fragment. So there we go. Woohoo! So I'll go ahead and make these cores, and then we can hopefully make the core stones that we want. My plan to be prepared actually worked really well for us because we need 500 of each comb, and I've got, 400 of each comb, and I've got more than that. So yeah, well done me. Okay, so everything's on the pedestal. Not sure which core stone we're actually making. Let's test this out, I suppose. Oh, it's working. Oh, it works completely fine. Okay, I thought we might have a problem just because we had a problem with these ones, which are off at the moment. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned already, but I did have a little problem where this only like sucks out, yeah, it gets stuck on one of them for a while. So if I resort it, it takes the rest out. So I guess once they've kind of buffered, I did put 64k ones in there, so I guess once they've buffered fully, it won't be a problem anymore, but right now it is a bit of an issue. Just because it's not taking, like, certain ones. Mind you, I don't know if it's actually inputting into there properly, but who knows. And there is our first core, the Zoe core, and that's got EMC, so we didn't actually need to worry about having to make that ever again. So I'll make the next 3, and then hopefully we can make the core stones. Once we have all the cores, I want to make the black hole honey, which is fairly easy to make pretty much. We need some nightmare blocks, but they're fairly easy to make now. But what we really need is a singular gravity comb, which is a gravity comb compressed. So I've just set up the gravity queen. I'm tick accelerating it for now, see how many we can get. I think I've already got 500 just from having it on before. So it might take a little bit of time, but it should be beneficial to us in the future to never have to use the jetpack ever again. And here's our final core. So now we've got all of the cores. We should be able to work on making all of the coal stones. They all require a different thing, so a different sort of item around the edge and a different thing in the middle, and then everything else is just Dianatos stars and stuff. So, and 4 of these each, I think, so that should be easy enough. So I'll give it a go and see how we get on. So far, I think probably the most annoying one is the Mythonite scythe. So I'm not sure, I haven't made the others yet. The Slate of Endless Hunger is fine. This seems, I was going to say this seems fine, but I don't have, oh, this is the one that needs the Draconic Reactor. Okay, we're gonna have to do that again. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Oh goodness me, rabbit holes. Just to get a couple of coal stones. Okay, so I've set the reactor up again, same way as last time. I think then if I break, oh, whoops. Okay, I've clicked activate this time. I assume that means it's not gonna do whatever it just did again. Okay, good. It's just gonna go. I'm gonna take these with me because I don't want to make them again. Explosion imminent. Can I take all of them? Okay, now we run. And there we go. We have exploded the thing. Beautiful. So now I just need to get rid of this blazing pyrotheum that was left over. I thought maybe the explosion would take it out. Oh, wait, I can't just... That's mean. So I'm going to try and find the source blocks and take this out. And then after we've done that, I can collect our nicely formed Megallium stone. Hopefully we'll have enough to not have to bother doing that again. But I did at least collect all the reaction stabilizers this time, if not the energy thing. But yeah, that's something. It's not an insta-mine. It's so slow. This is going to take me a while. I won't probably take all of it then if it's going to be slow. I don't know how much I actually need. Oh, thank you, Rod of the Shifting Crust. This is much easier. I've built this thing. The recursive processor blaster controller. I don't know why that looks like that, but it should work, and it should have worked. And the outputs up here, and yes, there we go. 1 Megallium block, which should allow us to make... Oh, I need 3 more. That's fine. We should then, after we've done this, it takes, I don't know how much power it takes. Oh, it's really, really fast. Yeah, I think we're just waiting for this to fill in. I've just taken the Des plasma drum from one of the things that makes it, and there we go. Now we have this, and we should be able to polish it, such as this, and we have one of these. I don't know if that's a quest. And finally we have the glass, which I don't know what it does, but we need it for one of these, the Zoya one, which is Essence of Solitude, which is here. So now I've only got one more thing I need to make, which is the Madness engine, which I think is just a bit of Formcraft stuff. If I haven't done anything wrong, which I could potentially have done, we should be able to craft all the core stones. So there's the Zoya one. This should be the Nero one. This one's a little bit more annoying because it took Mithmanite size that don't stack, Akathartos, and finally Forum. So there we go, 4 core stones. Now one would assume we have to go to the planets that they are named after to open them, so I will see you on their respective lands. However, I think that's going to have to be the end of today's episode, so you'll have to wait until the next one for the core stone. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.